So the medical examiner that did Gene Hackman's wife's autopsy, which was Betsy Arakawa, placed her time of death on February 11th. Okay, now this whole case has just been back and forth wordplay, okay? Because in the beginning, they said it was carbon monoxide. Then it turned out it wasn't carbon monoxide. Then they said there was no signs of foul play, but they also said it was suspicious. So it's like been this back and forth stuff, right? Okay, now they said she died on February 11th. But this could not have been the case because just yesterday, a doctor came out, Josiah Child is his name, and said that he could speak on Betsy and her, all her medical stuff because he wasn't technically her doctor. But he did give some information about her calling to his office, trying to make an appointment with him. She was supposed to come in February 12th in the afternoon. She called February 12th in the morning. So she could not have been deceased on February 11th. So that is completely wrong. He also offered the information that if you had this hantavirus, which the medical examiner said was her cause of death, that you wouldn't be able to be making, phone calls, just doing regular activities. You'd most likely die in the hospital because people with this respiratory virus doesn't go unnoticed. You will be hospitalized and you will probably die in the hospital considering her condition. So with this new information that this doctor has provided, what really was the cause of death for Betsy? Because how could it have been this respiratory illness and she's calling his office making appointments for something totally unrelated to a respiratory illness because he verified that? What really was her cause of death? Because how was she able to do, daily stuff like making phone calls, like I said? It just doesn't make any sense. One of the statements that law enforcement said in the person that found him, which was the maintenance guy for Gene Hackman and his wife, said that their house was in a state of disarray. So that is kind of like concerning considering that this information is coming out. What really happened at this house? And I almost feel like it has to do with money because we recently found out that Gene Hackman did not leave any of his $80 million funds to his children, but to his wife instead. And she also left everything she had to her husband. So where does the money go now? I did see that it goes to basically New Mexico, like an interstate succession is what I read online. So where exactly does the money go?